the only reason I agree with Shannon Sharpe here is because we live in a country that's it's racialized. I don't know if y'all know that it's racialized. The country we live in
is right,
and it's 60% white, and which means the majority of folks that are walking around, moving around in this society we live in called America is white. Why?
Right.
Taylor Swift is their king. Just be clear.
Is she? I didn't know.
What?
Like she's the top of top.
I mean, not everybody's, though.
But a majority. When you talk about parents to kids, Taylor Swift is the big dog out here.
Big dog.
Yeah. I'll keep going. I'll hear where this goes because there's another piece of that that's relevant.
Yeah. But as far as just popular culture is concerned, Taylor Swift is massive. It's not taking anything away from Beyonce because Taylor Swift idolizes and looks up to Beyonce. Anybody, any performer, any music maker, Beyonce is revered, idolized, and an icon. So we're splitting hairs here, really, when we're talking about this. But if you've been following the NFL, Taylor Swift is dating Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce, one of the biggest names in the NFL. He's also on one of the best teams in the NFL. And because Taylor Swift and him have been dating, she's been showing up to his games, helping sell jerseys, helping sell merch for the NFL, and has made them hundreds of millions of dollars just by showing up to games.
Facts.
So much so that even when you're trying to find something on a sports site, they talking about Taylor Swift being at the game. And you're like, I just came to see some football, not Taylor Swift. But they know it gets ratings. That's how big she is. And so here's Shannon Sharpe and Ocho Cinco on their podcast discussing such.
I love Beyonce. Beyonce ain't moving the needle like this chick, Ocho. No.
What? You
tripping, Ocho. This girl,
ask the
she's
chat.
the closest thing. She's the
who
closest thing to moving the needle like Michael Jackson that we've seen. This is it.
Whoa. Oh, whoa. Reel it back in a little bit, baby. Reel it back in a little bit. Beyonce moves the needle just like Taylor, if not more.
She does.
Now, Beyonce definitely moves the needle, and that's why I said this is splitting hairs. But I don't think we would see Beyonce, she just wouldn't be showing up to NFL games. Like, if we were being hypothetical about it, she just wouldn't be readily available to be hanging out with her boyfriend's mom in a box every week on television for an NFL game.
I mean, she would if she all of a sudden was single and in love with someone who was playing. I bet she would.
Maybe. Yep. You
I can't say it's not because Taylor's not busy. Right. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, she's making it happen.
They're saying she's going to do her show, her last Eras Tour show in Japan. And then that night, since Japan's 17 hours ahead, she's going to jump on a jet and in 13 hours be at the Super Bowl the next day. So they're covering that.
Right. I mean, and this is nothing new, Ebro, because remember, Kanye saw this coming a long time ago at the MTV Awards. Was that the MTV Awards when he jumped up and said Beyonce, Taylor Swift's not bigger than Beyonce?
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Remember
yeah.
that?
And that was because he knew Taylor Swift. Listen, man, like I said, we're splitting hairs. But if you think that Taylor Swift ain't the biggest name out here in entertainment, I got a button for you, man. I hate to break it to y'all.
You played yourself.
Well,
it is.
Okay, so numbers wise, I see what you're saying, but there's a couple of things here. I mean, number one, we can't speculate on this because Beyonce's been with Jay-Z for 20 years. So
That's
it's
right.
and by the way, Beyonce is a major part of why Jay-Z is considered the greatest of all time.
Yeah,
like
and
that's a factor.
Yes.
That's a real factor that cannot be understated.
And took his name international for sure.
I'm not saying Jay would have always been an all-time great, but you can't even. It's been too long for us to measure how she's elevated Jay.
Right.
So it is interesting to think
Made a song about it. It's called "Upgrade You."
That's right. So it'd be interesting to think about what it would feel like if Beyonce was in this situation, and would it feel anything close to this? I think it would. I actually do, and I think Beyonce is a bigger crossover star. And when I say crossover, I mean crossing real racial lines than Taylor Swift. Because I'll tell you right
she
now.
is. No, she is. But the problem with that assessment is which is why I started it as a racialized nation. The problem is Taylor has just a larger reach because there's more white people.
Yeah, but she doesn't really have a black following.
For sure. 1,000%.
Beyonce has a gigantic white following.
1,000%.
So I don't know. I feel like it kind of
I'll put it to you like this.
Right.
No, it doesn't, because Taylor Swift also has 12, 13, and 14-year-olds that are not. If you look at it, Beyonce's audience, damn it, I hate having to split these hairs. Damn it, because
Beyonce's audience is older. She doesn't make tiny teeny bopper music. That
exactly.
is a fact. That's true.
Right, and even on this, and
Taylor's
white radio, pop radio does not embrace Beyonce like
There
that.
it is. And that's what I was going to say.
That's true.
As a whole, hate to say it, but as a whole, the white culture amplifies Taylor Swift 1,000 times more than Beyonce. And that plays a big part of it. I don't think the NFL would be going as hard if it was Beyonce rather than Taylor Swift.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, no.
And then
Beyonce's
you factor in that
darling.
Taylor still got country music fans and middle American fans and all this other
does
stuff.
she? You know that, and that's where I was going to take this. So, if you don't mind, let's transition from that part of it, which is you're saying if you disagree with Shannon, you want to give him the button.
Yeah. Shannon's on point. It's splitting hairs for sure. It's nuanced and it's splitting hairs.
Okay.
But I'll take it to the other place, which is that the part that you're leaving out when you talk about her being Taylor Swift, first of her name, queen of all things white. There's a part you can't forget, which is that a lot of that middle America right-leaning white does not like Taylor because she is openly a Democrat who endorses Democratic politicians. And right now, they believe there's a conspiracy theory. This is a real thing. These people are out here saying Taylor and Travis are going to run this whole play so they can endorse Biden after the Super Bowl. No, and then hold on, take it further. They believe it's part of the NFL script, in spite of the fact that 89% of NFL owners are in fact Trump supporters. They believe that's the play. So it's going to be hilarious to me that you're going to have all these MAGA maniacs who hate Taylor Swift being forced to root for the San Francisco 49ers. I find that hilarious.
Hilarious. So
And by the way,
didn't she have a call to action for getting people to register to vote? And
She got hundreds of thousands of registrants.
And to your point earlier, it was like a lot of 18-year-olds. A lot of 18-year-olds. I think she broke records in getting them to sign up.
Well, by the way, she's what, 32? Taylor's like in her early 30s, 33, or she's born in '89, so she's 34 years old. She's 34 years old.
There you go.
So,
well, I want to say this to all the people out there mad at Taylor and so mad that you're going to root for the San Francisco 49ers. The San Francisco 49ers supported Colin Kaepernick into the tooth and nail.
Yeah, they were down for him.
They was down for him. So you're kind of in a bit of a quagmire and you get this button.
I love it.
Congratulations.
And it's just the city of San Francisco.
So funny.
I mean, they might as well make their logo Nancy Pelosi's face. I mean, this is San Francisco. Like, it's hilarious.
Yeah. Laura, what you got on your list today?
No, I just thought this was really funny. Drew Barrymore is out here on these dating apps, right? So she went out and basically had to tell the world how she got catfished. She thought that she was chatting. She matched with the guy, and she thought he was a quarterback for the LA Rams. And then when she started like really talking to him, she was like, wait a second, this is not who I think it is. And the homeboy was like, actually, I lied. I'm just an aspiring musician. So she was just talking about how she constantly gets these, L's. And I just thought it was really funny because I listened to my friends talk about the horrors of dating apps. And the fact that it even happens to celebrities is, she gave herself the button for falling into it.
It levels the playing field.
It's hard out here. It's hard out here for people dating.
Apparently so.
Hit the button.
Congratulations. You played yourself.